Let's get deep, going deep, Chad and JT.
Ooh, yeah. Strap on the can, slap my ass, and tell me it's Thursday. What's up, Stokers of Stoke Nation? This is Chad Kroger coming in with the Going Deep with Chad and JT podcast. Guys, before we begin, I'll remind you once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. Because, well, first off, I'm wearing this shirt, Manscaped. It says, "We save balls." And this is for testicular cancer awareness. And so I think you can get this on Manscaped too. I'm pretty sure some of the proceeds go to testicular cancer prevention and treatment. So, and also just remember to check your nuts, guys. Do you guys check your nuts? Does your doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fiddle with them.
Nice.
What do you mean you fiddle with them?
Just, squeeze them, stretch them out.
Yeah, I do that too.
Oh, you
Yeah.
squeeze them? You
Yeah.
guys stretch your balls?
I play with them all day, yeah.
Yeah, I flap them forward, flap them back.
I got big grandpa balls. My balls,
I got big balls.
gravity's just dragging them closer and closer to the floor every day.
That's nice.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Is that good?
No.
I don't think that's good, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's indicative of anything. I think it's just indicative of large balls.
It's hot out too. So I think they're stretching more from the body because it's hot.
They really do stretch, and they get low when you age.
They have stretchy days and they have tight days.
I saw some long balls at the YMCA as a young lad,
Sure.
and it still burns in my brain. I was like, wow. They hung like a...
To the flow.
Yeah, he was like
Flood.
80. They hung a good 4 to 6 inches.
I think YMCA generally of all the gyms has the lowest hanging balls on average.
Yeah, you get tighter nut sacks at Gold's Gym.
Your Equinox, yeah, you get some tight sacks over there.
Botox
A lot of
balls.
Botox balls.
To quote Dave Chappelle. And also, guys, it's March, so did you fill out your bracket yet? Fill out your bracket for basketball. I don't, because I don't know anything about it, but if you do, get on it. And also, Manscaped has precision engineered tools for your family jewels, and it'll help you turn that Kentucky Wildcat in your pants into a South Carolina Gamecock.
Yeah.
So use code GODEEP20 manscaped.com to get 20% off plus free shipping. We are also brought to you by Honey. Guys, you all shop online. You all buy stuff online. Do you guys shop online?
I
Yep.
do.
What do you guys get online?
Carhartt jackets.
Nice.
Gym stuff.
Nice. I get electrolyte supplements.
Nice.
And but Honey is legit because you can go to Honey and you can install it on your browser so that anytime you're internet shopping, you can get a nice, sweet coupon promo code on whatever you're buying. It'll just search the internet. You get, whatever you want to buy, it'll bring up a promo code for you so you can get that nice discount. So start saving for free today at joinhoney.com/go-deep. Okay, and I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
And we're here with Mr. Loosey Goosey himself,
Yeah, brother.
the very talented, hilarious comic, Craig Conant.
Thank you.
Welcome to the pod.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what
nice.
we were. I don't know.
We
He
can
stuck
do
his
that to you
hand
guys.
out.
I know, I was playing
They
you up,
shook
but I'm
hands.
glad you sealed the deal.
I didn't know what to do. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
I
it's
fucking
good to
love
have
you
man.
guys.
Love you too,
Love you
man.
too, man.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
So you moved to Redondo. How's Redondo?
It's the best goddamn decision. I have an ocean view, man. You came.
I came through.
Yeah, you both came.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh man, the beach. I was just eating cereals and my bare feet standing on the grass. We talked about
Was that Audrey Stewart really kite surfing?
No, it was a man.
I was like, because you're like Audrey Stewart kite surfing. I was like, oh fuck, dude, is that really her?
She has a bit about how she has kite surfing arms.
Oh, okay.
So I just took her to Minnesota. She opened for me.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, hey, it's Audrey Stewart. It's just an inside joke, but a lot of people are like, really? That's really her?
I thought that was her just like, he had the video of someone just like ripping kite surfing, and he goes, Audrey Stewart kite surfing. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
She probably could, yeah.
She probably could. Yeah, she'll fuck us
She's
up.
awesome.
She's the best.
Yeah.
I love her.
Really good hang.
Yeah.
What was it like going on the road with her? Was it fun?
Oh, I'll never take her again. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's the best. She kills, and we had a good time.
Yeah.
And all the shows were good. Usually I might have one stinker, but we were 6 for 6.
Nice.
And no, yeah, she's the best. She's so funny. She's blowing up and is going to blow up even bigger.
I think
And
so
she's
too.
hilarious.
I thought that the moment I saw her, I was like, oh, she's got like
Yeah.
star quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sticks out.
And we're both, you know, we're both growlers. We're just a lot of growling in the hotel room. Just a lot of noise, you know.
Right. I can see that.
Like caveman talk.
Right.
Is she? Yeah, she's got a she's just like a good person too. And she
Yeah.
sort of oozes that from the stage. where
Just
you
a
can
sweet
feel-
soul. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel that.
Hollywood hasn't corrupted her yet.
Not yet. We just
It'll
wait till
get her.
Manscaped
Yeah,
sponsors.
get her 5 to 10 years later. She's like, fucking man, bushwhacker.
What?
I don't know.
Manscaped.
Yeah, it's
Oh, right.
my poof on that. Spoof. Mm.
You goof.
Well,
You doof.
you were one of the first. You were one of the first truly kind of comics I saw that was crushing. Because I used to do bringer shows, and for the audience that doesn't know, bringer shows, it's like when you're starting as a comic to get stage time, they're like, bookers will be like, oh, you can bring 10 friends, you'll
Yeah.
get like 10 minutes. So I did a bringer show, and then this is at Malo.
Yeah, the
And-
taqueria.
Yeah, the taqueria, and you came on, and you just had your like you just seem. I know you're still only like a year or two in, but you seem so polished, so early on.
Well, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, I don't know. I got lucky. I think I just found my thing, and I got pretty good at it pretty quick, and I was very, very fortunate. I also was fortunate to look and sound like this.
Yeah.
So when I do fuck up, it's still funny, you know?
Right.
So thank God for that, because I got thin skin, and
Yeah.
some comics bomb for like 2 straight years, and I'm like, I would have killed myself. Like, I can't handle that, you know?
Right.
And thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I just, I took some classes, and it helped me out a lot, because I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
I had no idea. And then I just talked about what I knew, and that was Trader Joe's, drugs and sobriety.
Mm-hmm.
And
And you famously were fired from Trader Joe's for
Yeah.
farting on your manager.
yeah, that's fantastic.
How did it happen? You farted on him a lot, though, right?
Yeah,
Why did it happen this time?
because he told me what to do. No, that's in the bit. So in the bit, I say I farted on this manager because he told me to stock bread. I'm like, you stock the bread, Ezekiel. I'm fucking produce, bitch, you know? And I say, he doesn't even know the skew to a D'Anjou pear, you know? But in real life, I did fart on my homie, and he's my buddy. My manager were my fans and friends. We were homies, and they, like, my manager that fired me literally went to my show Saturday and fired me Tuesday. Like, I filmed the fart, I posted on the internet, it went a little viral, a little baby bit, and it was enough that corporate saw it, and they're like, hey, get this kid out of here. And now my
So
man...
he didn't want to fire you.
No, he didn't. We were both almost crying. It was, I say this a lot, but it was like a mice and men.
Right.
Well, when Lenny has to snuff out his brother, you know?
Yeah, when he kills George.
And he's just like, I gotta fire you. And it was also funny.
or
too.
George kills Letty.
I don't remember.
I think George kills Lenny.
You gotta go. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can let me play
Oh,
with the
Lenny.
rabbits, George.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna play with the rabbits.
Oh no. And then he was reading me the the corporate script. It's like, it's been brought to my attention that you've been filming here, and I'm like, fool, like, I tagged you in it, you shared it, you know what I mean? Obviously I didn't rat him out. I'm just joking. He's
So
I didn't name him. Anyways, we're friends. Everything's fine. It was the best thing that ever happened in my career, which is silly and weird and ironic. And I say it on stage too. I'm like, a fart was my catalyst that catapulted me. Because then I started doing stand-up full-time with no day job. And as you know, I had a day job and stand-up. You too, man. I remember you hustling the surf
teaching
lessons.
surfing.
Yeah, that was so funny. Always a hustler.
That always that's some of my favorite times is the hustling.
Yeah.
That's what I miss about like pre-COVID days is when you were just going to shows and mics, and I remember you were always like, I have to get up at like 6 a.m. to like stop bananas.
Yeah.
But I love that, just that being in that grind. It's sort of like, because you really feel like you're working for your dream.
It was fun. It was miserable because you're exhausted because you're working two jobs.
Yeah.
But it was fun, and every famous fuck I've ever talked to ever, they always say, you'll look back on that and that'll be your best time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, like this is hell. This is the trenches. This is war, you know?
Yeah.
And then you finally get out of there, you're like, oh, you're right. Like
Yeah.
that's the shit you talk about. Like the taco shop, bring your shows in the taco shop.
Yeah, I ran a show
Yeah.
in Malo for a couple years. That was a good venue.
It was great shows.
Both those
Electric
rooms
little
were
room,
nice.
little
Yeah.
shoe boxes.
So, didn't Kevin the Schmoll, our
Yeah.
friend Kevin, he represented you against Trader Joe's. And,
Kevin Fard.
Yeah, and he had to. I think his argument was that Craig had been farting on his managers forever, so why the arbitrary precedent?
Condonation. He'd always leave me this voicemails going, say it loud, condonation. This is what's going to win it. And then he did. He fucking won it
He
for
won?
me. Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was denied unemployment.
Yeah.
And this was when I had no career. I mean, I wasn't making money from stand-up. A little bit, a couple $100 a month, you know. And then I was like, fuck. And then I was like, I can't really pay you. And he's like, it's all right. Just tag me on Instagram and get me some followers. I was like, all right. And then he won. I bought him breakfast, got him maybe 12 followers.
Nice.
And called it a day. Yeah.
He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. I love
he's a
that
great
dude.
guy. I really get annoyed with him, but I like him a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to punch him all the time, but I still love him.
He's
Yeah.
very intense. He's intense in the way that he deeply cares about stuff and about helping you out. But the
Yeah.
way he goes about it sometimes,
Yeah.
you're just like, it'll get you.
Yeah.
But I love him.
I love him. Yeah.
But I mean, in this instance, like he did pro bono work.
Yeah.
He won the case for you. He's a good guy.
It was.
Well, and he loves to fight, but it's like, you need a guy like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He loves to argue.
why he's my lawyer.
Yeah, he's so perfectly suited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had him on here, and he has like stories about like where he'll go through DUI checkpoints intentionally to like see if the cops over pursue him, and then he'll like, you know, because he's a DUI attorney, he'll like chop them down with
Yeah.
like with the procedure that he knows.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so fun until he gets shot. you
Yeah.
know? He's like, you're right, but how about this?
But dang. You still fart a lot, right?
I do. I don't know. I can't help it.
When did you know like farting was like you were good at it?
I've always been good at it. I'm half Mexican, man. Like we rip. My whole family rips, even the white
You
side.
think it's a Mexican thing?
I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's worldwide, but they excel at it a little bit more, I would say.
Do you fart in front of your lady?
Mm-hmm.
Could you date someone who didn't like that you fart?
No, it's over. I fart in at least the first or second date.
Really, that soon?
Yeah. Weed them out.
Nice.
You can't hang.
What'd she do when you first farted in front of her?
I farted in front of her the first day we ever met. Yeah.
What'd she do?
Um,
Did she say anything?
I think, oh my God.
But she laughed.
Oh my God. I was like, yeah, but this is who I am. Like, what do you want?
How'd you guys meet?
At a show, Laugh Factory.
Nice. And
Yeah.
you guys are living together now, right?
Yeah. It's the first woman I've ever lived with in my life.
How's that?
I'm scared, man. She's here.
She's listening. She'll know.
It's different. No, she's so sweet and kind, and I couldn't have asked. We have a great home. And
I've never met her. Mauricio says she's great though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mauricio he won't lie. He's a tough
No,
critic.
he's an honest
Yeah.
Chicagoan.
I've been dating girls before, like back in the day, and then like I'd be like, Joe, yeah, me and this girl, we're gonna go to like the museum today. He's like, I think that should be about done. I'd be like, why?
Yeah, I don't see you working out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, she's cool. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess, but I think it should be done after this. I think we're about done with that.
Yeah, she asked me what Joe Eats was. I mean, get rid of her. Go watch Joe Eats.
When did you first meet Joe?
Oh Jesus! When I met you, I think like
Same time?
around at that apartment Super Bowl party off of.
That was the first time you met
Points.
Mauricio?
I mean, I've seen him around. Like, I've always seen y'all around, but like that was the first time I remember like being friends. That was like 7 years ago, man. That wasn't like yesterday.
He has the Falcons Patriots one.
Damn, this guy's got a good memory.
So that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had Wood Ranch because I remember you came in and you polished off some ribs. Do you eat ribs?
I do, but I don't remember any of that.
I got a good memory.
Like, how many toothpicks am I holding?
I've got a goldfish memory. I don't remember anything.
I don't remember shit. He's like, yeah, you were wearing Vans. I'm like, I was?
Yeah.
That's all I wear.
Well, that's like, you were like, remember you doing surf lessons? I was like, oh, fuck. I forgot I used to do that.
Yeah, we were supposed to go hang out with like an old buddy. And then Chad was like, I don't remember this person. I was like, we're all friends. He's like, I got no memory, dude.
I was like, they texted me. I was like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
My bad.
Dude, I feel bad sometimes. You know, they're like, I've partied at your house. You know, I'm like, ugh.
Well, did you always have a bad memory?
Partied, key word.
Did you always have a bad memory, or is it from the drug use, you think?
I think it's just from partying. I have a weird memory. I have like selective memory. Like I'll remember some random shit. Like I remember picking you up for San Diego and you came with the Bullet Bourbon coffee. What's that called? Bulletproof?
Oh, yeah.
And then, but
Bullet coffee.
yeah.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, I would get that from
Like little
Air
weird
One.
things
Yeah.
like that.
With ghee butter.
And then
got the ghee.
they'll be like, yeah, you were at my wedding. You gave my sister away to the, you know, whatever.
No
a big moment.
recollection.
I'll be like, ah.
What drugs did you mess
Nothing.
with? You did paint and stuff?
No, that was a joke. I mean, I probably huffed some shit in my time, but that was dust off. And don't do this shit, kids.
Yeah,
okay?
don't do it. No,
No, I
tell
was,
us
of
about
course, a stoner #1. Then I got, which weed is fine. Weed saved my life. But then alcohol and then pills, pharmaceuticals. I love fucking Vicodins and Oxys and that world. Opioids. And then a little cocaine. I was a party animal. It's just like, what do you got? Okay, that's what we're doing. You know, Molly, shrooms, acid.
I could never really picture you out of control, though. Like,
Well, because you met sober Craig.
I know. It's hard for me to
never-
imagine a Craig who...
Let me show you my
Is-
mug shots.
yeah, Craig who's just, like, destroying shit.
Yeah, well, it wasn't always nuts, Craig. Like, I was actually talking with an old homie where he was just like, there was a point where like I couldn't hang out with you anymore because it was like, what Craig's coming out tonight, you know? Is it
Right.
wild, fucking maniacal?
Interesting.
It was like
Craig.
too much for them to juggle.
Yeah, because it's because I didn't have stand up yet, and I was addicted to the laugh or adrenaline, same thing, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I was chasing that by any means necessary through chaotic behavior, self-destructive behavior.
I went through that too.
Insane, whatever. It didn't matter. It's like, I'll do it.
When I was doing stand-up, I
mean,
went through that. And then
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I'll go do set about it. And if people laugh, that means I'm okay.
Yeah, but that's not a healthy
No, it's
way
not
to live.
sustainable.
I
No.
mean, you've seen my act in the beginning. I do the bit about throwing firecrackers at police on horses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that happened. Like, yeah, don't do drugs, you know?
Well, so how did weed save your life?
Just to get off narcotics and alcohol. Those are the true poisons.
It was a nice
Anything
bridge.
that's natural that God puts on this earth for you, like mushies and weed, I have no quarrel with. Just have fucking chemical shit. And then alcohol, in my opinion, is the worst because everyone says weed's a gateway drug. It's like, no, it's booze.
Yeah.
No one smokes
hear
weed
that.
and then says, oh, I'm going to smoke meth. You know,
Yeah.
that's a drunk decision.
Right.
That's a shit house. You're like, oh, let me see that little bubble pipe over there.
Mm-hmm.
Just turn that too dark. Okay, we're going to
No, you're good. How did you go to AA or any of that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Your program, you still do the program?
No, I stopped.
But you're good though. You're still sober.
Kinda, yeah.
Nice.
I've never told anyone this, but about maybe 5 days ago, I smoked some weed and ate some weed.
Oh, you did?
5 days ago?
Yeah,
How'd it go?
How long of a stretch did you?
I had 7 years of nothing, not one drop of nothing.
How did it feel?
It was good, man. I loved it. Yeah.
Do you think you're gonna keep doing it?
I don't want to bring it down, but it was
No, it's not
it
down.
was
It's fine.
Eric Myers passed, and I was like, oh, I had too many things, too many dark days. You know, I had fucking COVID, then my uncle passed, then my homie passed, And then I got all these freebies from a show, and they're just calling my name. And it'd been calling me a while, especially during the pandemic, because I was like, well, if there's any drug made for a pandemic, it's fucking marijuana, you know? And then I just drank 75 milligrams of liquid THC.
That's strong. That's a
I
lot,
know.
right?
And then I thought I was going to trip balls, but it was fucking heaven. And then I woke up and I ate another 5 milligrams. And then I ate another 5 milligrams after that. And then I ate another 5 milligrams. And I'm an addict, yeah.
I'm the same way. I can't leave well
mil-
enough alone. This is like my 6th cup of coffee today. I'm just doing coffee today, but I'm on like, you know, it's just like once I get that feeling, I chase it.
Yeah, I was like 10 hours into weed and I was 90 milligrams deep. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And it felt good, yeah.
You enjoyed it.
I did, but I've never actually publicly said it just because I inspired so many people to be sober. But keep in mind, I did 7 years of nothing.
Did you feel a lot of pressure once you got some notoriety to like be the sober guy still?
Yeah, well, I will never drink and do narcotics again. Like,
Yeah, I have some note. Like, I'll never do Adderall again.
California sober, I guess, is the nickname.
Oh, that's what they call it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's official, but it's just, but this is all new. Like this, you know, this may have been a week now, but
So you're still kind of processing where you're at on it?
yeah, I'm trying not to go full force like how I used to be.
Yeah, resist. You got this.
Yeah.
I grapple with this stuff too because I've been in SAA, sex addiction,
Yeah.
and I gave up porn for a long time, but now I watch some of it again, and I try to. And for a year, I did a good job. I never watched more than like 30 minutes in a week. I capped myself at that. And then when the pandemic started, I started going harder on it. And like I was living with my mom, and we're very candid with each other. And I was like, "Mom, I think I'm gonna start watching porn again." She's like, "Whatever you have to do, the fucking world's on fire." She's like, "If you jack off, jack off." And then. So I just started wailing on myself.
Whack that monkey.
I got the green light from my mom, and I was like, all right, I'm going bananas on this thing. But I was like 7 months sober of everything for a while before then. But I do wonder sometimes, like, I love the program. I think those things save lives.
It saved my life. I cannot speak highly enough about 12-step programs, and it for sure. And you know, had I not have 7 years of straight sobriety of nothing, not one drop of THC, fucking booze, nothing, I felt safe, like dabbling with that. I'm still scared. I'm like you know, 10 hours in, I was 90 milligrams deep. I'm like, that's not normal.
It wasn't satiating you yet. You were like, I got to keep pushing.
No, I just straight up was sad, and I was just like, I don't want to feel this anymore.
I'm sorry, man. So
It's okay.
The Eric
it
thing
worked though.
Yeah.
I loved him. He's my homie.
It can work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was doing a lot of mushrooms. I've been sad. I've been doing a lot of mushrooms for like the last
It
month.
fucking helps, man. But keep in mind,
You got to know. But you got to be able
addict
to
shit.
stop.
There's got to be a balance. The yin and the yang, or whatever the fuck, you know. You can't eat mushies every day. You can't eat edibles every day. You know, other than Snoop Dogg and Joey Diaz, you know.
Yeah, there's some guys can do it.
That's
Joe
like
Rogan.
2%.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan's not even like a stoner. Like, he's for sure smokes weed, but I can guarantee he's not smoking from the moment before he brushes his teeth to the moment he passes out.
He does it almost
He's like
for his, like, art.
yeah, he's an appropriate stoner, and that's like where it's at. I just don't know if I could do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fucking glutton, and it's just like, God, you know.
Do you think as you get older, maybe it gets easier too? Like
For
you
sure.
naturally kind of slow down? Because like when you're in your 20s, you have so much testosterone. And I do feel now I'm 33 that I have like, I don't push, and I'm also medicated for like bipolar stuff, and I meditate now and work. I'm healthier overall.
Yeah.
But I still have like a drive to push the envelope, but not as far as I used to want to push it.
Absolutely. It's a healthier line. It's like, yeah, it's fun and it's exciting. You got to keep life interesting, but you're like, wait, I don't want to destroy everything I've built. And yeah, as you get older, you're just kind of done. You just eliminate the bullshit. You're just like, that's not worth, that person's not worth it. That gig's not worth it. You're not worth my energy.
Right.
I can't, this shit's hard enough.
I got to look out for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not bringing love and joy to this
Relationships,
table, get the fuck out.
Well, there's more at stake too.
Yeah.
And when you're young, you're kind of like, you feel like it's your time to let loose. But then when you get a little bit older, you're kind of like,
I did that.
and I can't afford to even get close to that again.
Yeah.
And Like I didn't drink for like 3 years, and then I got back into it, and then I was just like, sort of like experimenting with it. But even then, I was kind of like, it's just very in and out. Where I just
saw
like,
that, and I was slightly worried, but I also wasn't. You know, I was just like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
But I was like, nah, he's got his shit together enough now. I don't think it's gonna go too dark.
Yeah.
Did it?
I think during Corona a little bit.
A little bit.
I don't think it ever got.
Well, the whole fucking world went dark on that shit. Like, dude,
Yeah,
in the
well,
beginning, I was going nuts.
Well, I'm just like, it's more just like sad.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like alone. So no one sees.
Yeah, but that could be the worst.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just like sitting there, just like.
Just sitting there
just
watching.
sitting there like I'm fucked up.
Watching Platoon crying.
He's very nice, but you're like a melancholy comes through.
Right. Yeah. I think. I just. I'm too sensitive. To handle the ups and downs. I think. Well, I need to be stoked.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm more like addicted to ice baths now because
I took a cold shower today because of you guys. You inspired
help?
me. Yeah, for sure.
Good.
I've been on and off. I do them. It's easy to do in summer. When it's winter, it's like I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's fucking cold, man.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
You know what I've found too is as stand-up has slowly started to come back, I was actually good during COVID with a lot of my like vices. Like I didn't drink much, smoke much pot, whatever. But then as stand-ups come back, I find out it kind of brings that demon out of me a little bit more. And hanging out with stand-ups, I just go into open mics and just people are just such, we romanticize the degenerates so much.
Yeah.
In this community, especially at the open mic level, that I'm like, I feel like that. I'm like, yeah, I'll just fucking, get fucked up today and then go do some sets. And it's
Thank God I'm still terrified of getting fucked up in stand-up because that I'll just show up baked and be like, I don't know how it would go.
Yeah.
right.
I'm terrified of it.
I like doing it fucked up for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of gets me out of my head. But I used to be too dependent on it. I would do Adderall for like every set and it just started to like ruin my life. So
Hot damn.
now now I'm just like, hey, like 1 out of every 4.
Yeah.
I don't do Adderall, but I'll be stoned or something.
Adderall, I mean, it's speed, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would love that shit. I remember when I first tried to get sober, I went to this doctor and I was like, and he tried to give me that. I'm like, are you nuts? Like, I love that shit.
Yeah.
He's like, this will help you focus and get your life together. I'm like, that's sweet. You chop it up, you taste it. And I'm just like,
That's what.
thank God I walked out, which was, I regretted later, but thank God I did. I was like,
Yeah. Well, that's why I loved finals during school because I'm like, oh, this is an excuse to take 12 Adderall.
yeah.
And play Rage Against the Machine as loud as I can.
Yeah.
While I'm
Nice.
studying. That's what I would do. People be like, when I lived in a dorm, they're like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, I'm studying for econ.
You just got a book. You're like, I'm gacked up,
Yeah,
man.
it's like Killing in the Name of for like the 15th time at
Yeah.
like full volume with bass.
Oh God, I love Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
I think with Adderall, I knew I had a problem when I transitioned from just eating the pill to crushing it up and snorting it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like once you're snorting stuff up your nose, you're like, all right,
You're like, I have a problem.
this is an ugly thing
This
I'm
is
doing.
bad.
I did
Yeah.
it to be better at my job, and it did help for a while. Like I had to be kind of hard on people at my job, and I couldn't do it sober. I was just too sensitive. I didn't feel like I didn't have like the self-esteem to be hard on people, basically. And then I take an Adderall and like kick down the door and I'm like, fix this. And then everyone's like, that's the part we need right now. And I was
Yeah.
like,
It works so good. That's like the problem.
Too good, yeah.
So I was a licensed realtor at one
You
point
were?
in my
You
life,
were?
and I passed my license, and it was Adderall. I just took Adderall, read the book, fucking passed
but see,
that
it's
shit.
making us good at this stuff we're not supposed to be doing. Like you don't need it for stand-up because you're meant to be doing stand-up. But you as a real estate agent is a hard one to picture.
It's also in
Do you have that same
in my
hair?
act. Yeah, I say like I was a licensed realtor. I sold one house. It was my mother's.
Oh, nice.
This is a true story. And then I bought I made $5,000 and I bought a pound of OG Kush and a record player, and then I just listened to records and smoked weed until my license expired,
Nice.
and then I got into stand up.
That's cool.
And that's the true story.
That's amazing. Weren't you on an MTV dating show? Which MTV
I was
dating
on
show?
Next, MTV's.
Next is the one where like
dating.
they had like 5 people on a bus, and then they would come off one by one, and
Yeah.
like, and there was like one person you were trying to woo.
Yeah.
And if they didn't like you, they were like, next.
Yeah.
How long did you? Where
I fucking won, bro.
you won?
Oh, yeah.
Did you take the? You could take the money or the date, right?
Yeah, that's also in my act. All my acts, just my life story. So you get a choice of the money or the girl, and the director came up to me. He's like, "What would you like?" I was like, "I want the money." And then he's like, "Choose the girl, and I'll give you the money." And I was like, "Okay." So I got both. But in my act, I just like, I want the money, bro. And
You weren't into the
switched it.
girl.
No, she was cool, but
You needed the money.
yeah,
Did you? So you were playing to win.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
And what was your like approach? How did you manage to win where the other men had failed? Or you guys just connected?
We just connected. No, I don't know. She just, she liked me.
You wore
I wore a blazer.
You wore a blazer. Right?
Yeah.
That was the look.
I got it at Goodwill for like $3. I was like, I'm going on TV. I better look sharp. So I put on a fucking blazer. I never wore a blazer in my life. What was I doing? I just thought that. I was like, oh, TV. I wore this shirt, and it had a donkey with his hind legs up kicking up butt cheeks. And it said kicking butt.
Did you wear that on the
20.
show?
Did you guys go out again?
No, that's the thing too. So I just assumed like it was a whole nother date set up through MTV, and then the show was a wrap, and I was like, okay, when's the next date? They're like, go get her number. That's on you. And I was like, that's it. Like you're not, you don't do it.
Did
They're
they
like,
provide more love after that?
no,
That's
no.
a bummer.
So I was like, I'm so glad I said I want the money.
Yeah.
'Cause we chatted a couple times, and then we just never saw each other again. Nothing. It just she was far, and it just fizzled out.
You've dated comedians too, right?
Yeah.
How's that? What do you think about that?
It's the best and the worst. It's awesome because you understand what exactly what we're going through together. And then also it's the worst because if you break up, then you're on shows together.
And then they might. One thing I struggled. I've dated a couple of comedians. One thing when I dated one comedian, she told me, she's like, all of us girl comedians talk about like which guys we've dated and like who's bad at sex and like who's not, all this shit. So every time we had sex, I felt the pressure. Like I felt like I was on stage. I was like I got to do a good job. Like my whole freaking community is gonna hear about this. And she'd be like, yeah, I do a bit about like this guy I had sex with, and then this girl does a bit about that bit that she does is about that guy she had sex with, and I was like, man, there's a lot at stake here.
Yeah.
I really got to be like a solid boyfriend and really bring the wood.
I can never show my face at Flappers again.
Yeah, I can't go back to Flapper. Everyone's like, Par, heard you can't stop premature ejaculating. I'm like, God damn it.
Next up, small dong. I mean, JT.
Next up, the rabbit fuck.
Yeah.
The old one pump chump, JT Parr. That's so funny. I'm glad. I guess I didn't think about that because I didn't give a fuck.
Good. That's better.
Yeah.
But did you ever see your exes do bits about you?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be cool. Sometimes I like some of the bits that I would hear people do
Yeah.
about me. But sometimes it would hurt me.
Fortunately, I like both of them. The bits
Right.
and the X's. Yeah, they were good.
I've heard one bit.
Yeah.
I've heard one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you and anal sex, right? Is that the one
Yeah,
you're
that's the
talking
one I
about?
heard. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kind of like jealous. I'm like, dude, he did it. Nice. It seems
Yeah.
like such an unattainable goal.
Well,
Sometimes.
and she said, and the bit, she says like, so my boyfriend and I broke up, but then he said he was sad that we never did anal sex. I'm sorry for doing your bit.
It's okay. It's not
Oh,
my
it's her bit, rather.
Yeah.
And then, or doing your life, I'm sorry. And then she said, so then we had anal sex, and she's like, I love anal sex. So really, it's really flattering to you, right?
No, I think she says, do you guys ever try to break up with your boyfriend and end up having anal sex?
Oh, that was
it's a
the
good bit.
polished version that
Yeah.
it turned into. Okay, I saw it at the
Okay. Yeah.
in the early stages.
I think when I heard that bit for the first time, I was like, that's Craig.
Why? Nobody wants to break up. It's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
It's
Takes
tough to
about
break up.
3 of them.
When you in your breakups, have you normally been like the breaker upper, or the like? Has it gone both ways?
Both ways. It's every way. It explodes. I've had a girl dump me, and then I'm like, yes, and then they try to get back. I'm like, nope.
Sometimes that can happen.
I'm free.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've broken up and regretted it. I've been dumped and it hurt. Yeah, one of each, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I've been like a little afraid of like heartbreak lately.
Yeah, it hurts, bro.
I'm afraid of it.
I feel like after this shit, I was just like, I could go through anything.
After what shit?
Just the world shutting down and everything you love being taken from you.
Right.
Not everything, but most.
But a lot.
Yeah, just like no dodgeball, no stand-up, no touring. Your career's about to take off. You got all these dates. Psych. Stay at home, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fucks with you. And then not to mention the pandemic, the COVID, the deaths, the this, the that, the pressure from all angles. Yeah, just like after 2020, 2021, it's like, I got THC, motherfuckers. Come at me.
Do you ever
chilling.
do you ever think like a year, maybe a couple of years, a few years down the line, I'll be sort of like look it back on it and I'll be like, man, I'm glad I went through that pain. Do you sort of have that perspective on it, or are you kind of like are you still in the sort of like this is horrific kind of?
Well, this is horrific, but I do always try to find the silver lining in everything. It's like a loose theme of my podcast.
Yeah.
And as well as just like the firecracker horse assault thing where I throw the firecrackers at cops. Like that was the best, worst day of my life.
Yeah.
That got me sober and into stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
So like the worst day of my life led to a new life, a rebirth, so to speak. So yes, even though this last time has just been hell for almost everybody, unless you're a fucking billionaire, I do think the silver lining, in my opinion, is just like, well, if I could survive that, I could get through anything. Just to test how strong you are as a human being.
Yeah.
But yeah, you always got to look. It's just about your attitude. You know, you could take away anything, negative or positive. You know, I could have very easily went further down the wrong path, but I was like, no, enough. I'm fucking done. I can't live like this. It's not sustainable. I was a broke drug addict, alcoholic loser that lived with his mom with no nothing. So I was like, I gotta change. And it just sucks that for some people, I can speak for myself, but also just looking at the world, you know, it takes a lot to make people change. I just wish we could see the signs sooner, because it's like, you don't have to let it go down that dark, you know.
Right.
You could manage it earlier and don't go to Scuzzlebuttville.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you think people can learn that lesson earlier than they seem to?
A couple of benders. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
It's kind of that's a tough
straight
question.
up. Just try to be awake, be conscious. Just look. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many lessons and so much. Looking back, I'm like, oh, I should have stopped a decade ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I didn't see it. I was just so blind to it.
Yeah.
It's like, I got arrested 4 times. Like, why didn't I get sober the first time? Like, why did it take so much?
Yeah.
Especially guys, we're just kind of dumb.
Yeah, I think and a lot of it is sort of the instant gratification kind of world we live in, too, where it's like, I think it's tougher for people these days to sort of be a little more forward thinking of like, oh, if I get hammered tonight and do Molly, you know, it's gonna be awesome. But you know, I think that the key with a lot of that stuff is like, you know, because I like with like vaping and stuff, that's something I'm always like have like a tug of war with, you know, because I'm like, and now I'm just trying to teach myself to sort of be like, you know, it'll be cool for like a few hours, but then you're gonna be nauseous, and you just gotta trick that like animal part of your brain that's like dealing with the addiction stuff to be like no, picture the nausea
And you're talking about
like vaping,
nicotine, right?
Yeah, nicotine.
Which I know it's just nicotine, but that's one of the most addictive drugs on this planet. It's just, they've done studies. It's like, who even said that? I think Keith Richards' famous quote was like, "I could kick heroin, but I couldn't quit cigarettes." Or maybe it was
Yeah.
Mick, it's some rock legend.
Yeah.
That's crazy, you know.
Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, and I think the key, or if with like drinking and stuff, staying sober, it's like, yeah, it's just sort of being like, what kind of person do I want to see myself as in 2 years? And is drinking going to help me get there? If it's an issue.
99.9% of the time, I'm gonna go with no. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just I know alcohol is just a part of the American fabric,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, you just look at the way it's done, and you're like, oh, 90% of you motherfuckers are just raging alcoholics. You just don't even see it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I was that pretty much my whole life until I finally woke up. But it's just funny that we almost just ignore that or sweep it under the rug. Like, no,
Yeah.
everyone drinks 30 beers on a Sunday. It's football. And it's like, nah, you know, like, that's not,
It's so
it's
normal.
not the
Yeah.
good, man.
It's so normalized. It's like, oh, the Sunday scaries. Everyone gets those, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, because you're so hungover and just feeling like shit. It's like, well, you don't have to live that way.
Yeah, you can
It's
drink
like-
water and go on a hike, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, Monday's the worst day of my life, you know? Because, you know, it's just like, it's just so accepted in our culture that's like, that there's certain days where you're just going to feel like shit because you just get bombed. Yeah, that doesn't have to be the case.
I remember that corporate lifestyle. You're like, okay, Thursday I can start partying because then I only have to go through one day
Yeah.
hungover, you know?
Yeah.
And then starting, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We're all nuts.
There was a while there where I could just party all night and go to work the next day, and I felt fine.
I could
And-
do that at a certain age,
And then
too.
I think at like 29, I hit a wall. I just pushed too hard, and I broke a door open in my head, and my brain was like,
Yeah.
you're never allowed to do this again."
There
yeah.
seems to be like a floodgate that you
Yeah.
once the floodgates get let loose hangover wise, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like if I don't know, we went to a party one time, you, me, and Luke Casey. I had a 4-day hangover. I just did booze
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
and cigarettes, and I was hungover for 4 days. My head was aching. I had like the most fun night of my life.
What are you
but-
drinking? Franzia? What causes such a gnarly hangover?
What was I drinking?
Some cheap shit or just a lot?
I just drank a lot.
Mm.
I was just chugging and dancing.
Gotta mix in that water.
And I don't
bro.
normally smoke cigarettes.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
But I get why people do it, because you get to go outside and take a break from the party and like recharge it. It's like a timeout, you know?
Yeah.
Get a moment for you, and you're like, all right, I'm ready. Let's get back in there.
Yeah.
And then you charge back in to, you know, socialize.
You guys ready to talk?
It is like, yeah, what are you doing when you're partying? Like, you're just talking.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a part of you that you need to get out. You need to talk more aggressively. You need to
Yeah.
be more boisterous. You need to reveal more. You're like, all right, this is going to be a fun night. I'm
Yeah.
going to talk a
Yeah.
lot. I'm going to talk to everybody tonight.
Were you on Adderall?
Not that night. I was well past it. This was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
A year ago. Time flies.
It sure does.
Yeah. Wait, so what was your bottom?
Many of things, but I guess I may try to hook up with my cousin at my birthday party.
Nice. Was she hot?
Yeah, no, what?
Do you think she's hot?
You know what? That's and then arrested. I got arrested a bunch.
But let's stick with the cousin thing for a while. So what happened?
I don't know, man.
You don't want to talk about it.
Uh-uh.
Are you guys still cousins?
Yeah, and then you know, just enough is enough.
Did your family step in there like, dude, I've been attracted to cousins before. It was mostly when I was a virgin and I like, you know, was like, just like, that's when I knew I was like really horny. Cause I was like, well, we're close. I was like, we get along.
Yeah, yeah. It was a crazy night.
Okay.
People marry their cousins.
I know. I just don't know what you can and can't say with this pussy ass fucking culture, and I just don't want to hurt anyone's feelings too, you know.
Oh yeah. You don't want to, your cousin could listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's truth. Well, I'll just say it all, and let's see if we got to edit anything. So it was my 29th birthday party. I was on mushrooms, Molly,
That's what I did on my 29th.
weed, and alcohol.
Dude, that's when I had my breakdowns on my 20th.
Yeah.
I had my bottom on my 29th birthday.
I don't know. I was on a lot of shit. No food in my stomach. I fell on my head into the bucket a vodka and just just standing like timber. I remember like everyone picked me up. I'm like, I'm fine. And just a little golf ball in the forehead. And then I tried to fight my sister's friend that was just dancing with her, just fun, you know. I was like, don't touch my sister, you know, just bad. I let some gay dude rub my backside down. I guess my sisters told me that he went to rub me, and I was like, no, get off me, man. And he's like, no, you're on Molly, it'll feel good. I was like, oh, all right. And then he just gave me a massage. And then I woke up naked, covered in olive oil in my apartment by myself with no keys to get in. I still don't know how I got in. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, man, you gotta get sober. It's time to find God, you know?
We've all been there, man.
Yeah.
That all rings a bell.
And then I was sober very, very quickly. Within a week or two of that. I had many, 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 many futile, weak attempts prior to that. Actually, one of the first seeds that ever planted to get sober, I think it was on mushrooms coming down. I was like, what are you doing? Like, clean your shit up. You fucking popping pills and snorting shit, drinking. And then, of course, immediately after I came down, I went and popped some Norcos to feel better because you get a weird little mushroom hangover. And I was like, you didn't listen. Anyways.
That's always tough when you're trying to stop and then you can't a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember with the webcam porn, I'd like deactivate my account and then I'd reactivate it and then deactivate it and reactivate it. And I was like, it's just demoralizing when you can't, when you feel like you don't have a grip on something.
Yeah. And the previous attempts, I think I would go like 2 days, maybe 3.
Start to get some optimism going.
Yeah. And then I'd be like, oh, fuck this shit.
One time I did Molly there's a party in San Juan Capistrano where I'm from called the Swallows Day Parade. It's a huge party. Everyone goes. Everyone you grow up with is there. And I don't remember this, but I was on Molly, and my friends had to break me up in a fight. It was me and a guy in a wheelchair.
Oh,
and I guess what happened is he was being rude. He tried to take a seat from my table that I was saving for someone. You know, it's a huge party, so it's like chairs are at a premium. And he's like, hey, that's my friend's chair. And I was like, no, it's not. And then he was like, give me the chair. And I was like, I'm not giving it to you. And then he's like, I'm a veteran. Like, I fought in the war. I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. I was like, you're not getting that chair from me, bro. And then he was like, do you want to fight? And I stood up and I was like, let's fucking go, dude.
Oh, no.
And then my friends had to break me up. And like, my brother said he just remembered people came up to him and they're like, Chris, go get JT. He's about to fight a handicapped guy. And then my brother put me, I was like, all right. And then my brother's friend, Kat, my friend too, Kat, was there. And I guess I went up to her with vomit on my sweater. And I was like, Kat, let's go hook up. And then she's like, you have vomit all over you. And I went, so what's up? Let's hook up. And then she was like, no, that's disgusting. I was like, you're crazy. And I walked away, like disappointed her. And I acted like such an asshole the whole day that my brother the next day was like, some people might tell you were funny. I want you to know it wasn't funny. It was bad.
Yeah, that's bad, man.
Yeah.
I like that, you know, you're a true advocate of equality, though.
That was my thing in my head. I was so stupid. I was like, I'm gonna treat you like anybody else, bro. And if anyone tried to take my fucking chair from me, we're fighting, dude. Yeah, I think if me and that guy ran into each other, we'd be rock solid at this point.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
He'd be like, it's all right. I was on Molly too, man.
Do you want to answer some listeners' questions?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Do you want to do an ad first, Chad?
Yeah. Guys, I'm interrupting this podcast to let you know once again that we are brought to you by Manscaped. Manscaped, thank you so much for keeping our trims pubed, for looking after our hogs, for making sure that our dongs are looking fresh and clean. And check out the shirt I'm wearing. I think you can get this shirt. It says, "We Save Balls" to help out the Testicular Cancer Society. I think you can get it on Manscaped's website. And I think the proceeds go to T cancer. And that's I'm talking about your nuts.
Yeah.
So help out a good cause, guys. And also, did you fill out your bracket yet? Our sponsors, Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, want to remind you to do so. Their precision-engineered tools for your family jewels will help you turn that Kentucky Wildcat into your pants into a Southern California Gamecock.
Yeah.
They want me to say South Carolina, but this is SoCal's most popular podcast, so and we established that ourselves.
We're all SoCal boys, right?
Yeah. So Manscaped is trusted by over 2 million men worldwide. Have you Manscaped recently, Craig?
I don't have the Manscaped.
You should get on it.
I know.
What's your pube situation?
I'm bush league, bro.
Nice.
I trim it every so often, but I'm real lazy, and I got the kind that cuts your nutsack up, so that's why I don't do it.
Oh, well,
well, dude.
I gotta get some Manscaped. What's up, Manscaped? Give me some non-bleedy trimmers here.
Yeah, dude, you can get the Lawnmower 3.0 with their ceramic skin-safe technology. No nicks or cuts on your nuts. You can also it also has an LED light so you can see your dong more clearly.
Who's shaving in the dark? What's that, for campsites?
Me. It makes me more mysterious. I don't know.
You just like to see your bush glow?
I like to look at the stars while I trim my pubes. I'm like, oh, dude. Oh, Orion's belt. Funny that I'm working on my below the belt.
Speaking of Orion's belt. Oh, the Big Dipper.
Oh, the Big Dipper. That looks like the shape of my hog.
I'm sorry. That mean the Little Dipper.
You can get the Perfect Package 3.0 where they have the lawnmower, they have anti-chafing ball deodorant, they got crop revivers, they got their 2 free freaking gifts. I forgot how to read for a second.
Oh, bro, it happens to me all the time.
You're just looking at words and you're like, what?
I'm a little dyslexic. I flip-flop them.
Oh, nice. I'm not. I think I just fucking... Something's going on. Okay. Your purchase goes towards a good cause because they partnered with the GOAT, and that stands for greatest of all time, not an actual GOAT, Alex Caruso, and the Testicular Cancer Society to bring awareness to testicular cancer, men's health, and early cancer detection. What up? Super good cause. I'm pretty sure testicular cancer is probably one of the cancers that affects young men more than most. I don't know the statistics, but I think it's up there. So make sure you get your nuts checked.
Mm-hmm.
It affects a lot of young men, so make sure you get that checked. And also, your efforts to trim your pubes are also keeping balls healthy and safe and saving lives. So, Manscaped is committed to raising awareness for the most common form of cancer. Yeah, here we go. Most common form of cancer in men aged 15 to 35, giving support for fighters, survivors, and families impacted by testicular cancer as part of their We Say Balls trademark initiative. So get 20% off plus free shipping with the code GODEEP20 at manscaped.com. Join the Manscaped movement and stay and take care of your balls today. Okay, we are also, thank you Manscaped, and we are also brought to you by Honey. Guys, I know you guys shop online. You said you get Twizzlers online.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm not supposed to mention brands. You get
red licorice.
You get red licorice online. What do you get online?
Weightlifting stuff.
You get weightlifting stuff. And with Honey, you can install something on your browser so that you can get discounts because Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. This ranges from sites that have tech and gaming products to popular fashion brands, food delivery, and yes, gym equipment. So start saving for free. So when you check out at the stores, the Honey button drops down, and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons it can find for that site. If Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch those prices drop. What did Honey save you money on? Clothes, tech gadget, pizza, electrolyte powder, socks. How much did you save? I bought socks recently and I saved $10.
I like coupons. That's
Hell
nice.
yeah, dude.
Coupons are good.
So Honey has found it's over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. So if you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free, installs in a few seconds. By getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this podcast. That'd be very nice. Thank you guys. So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/godeep. That's joinhoney.com/godeep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, this is a long one. What up, Stoke boys? I come to you during an interesting and trying time in my life. I'm a young dude, just a few years younger than you gentlemen. I've recently been hanging out with this girl and things have been super chill. We share many of the same interests and the vibe has been great. Due to current situations, we haven't gone out too much, but we have hung out multiple times at my place. It's been super casual for the most part, but things have been progressing intimately as these things do. We mostly have spent time drinking wine, listening to music, and getting to know each other. Long story short, the last time we hung out, things progressed to a more sexual situation. We had just finished a super dank Studio Gilby film, and we're just super psyched on some dank animation. Keep in mind, this was at 5 a.m., and after I'd worked a decently long bartending shift. When the time came for me to put in my best effort, my dong didn't want to cooperate. To improve the situation, the girl in question helped as best she could, if you know what I mean. After what seemed like just a few moments of what I thought would be getting prepared, I ended up reaching completion, incredibly early. My stamina has never been the greatest, but my ability to recover was something I took a lot of pride in. That wasn't the case this time. I played off an embarrassing moment as best I could with hopes to bounce back in a few minutes, but it never happened. Give her credit too, she hung in there and tried to get me another crack at it. It just wasn't my night or morning. My biggest mistake was not focusing on her needs after the fact, a point which she made very clear after we fell asleep and woke up a few hours later. I feel like I was just too in my head at the time and I was only focusing on my failures, aside from focusing on her wants and needs. She sent me a few Amazon links of literature on the subject. What advice do you have for me? I'm not super into taking prescriptions or anything like that, but I do find it very hard to reach completion in the rare times I've taken Adderall. I might try into that next time, but I don't see that being a long-term solution. I think it just takes me a few times after a dry spell to get comfortable and perform as I should. But it's tough because sometimes you only get a shot or two. Thank you guys for taking the time to help a fellow stoker. I hope that I am blessed with some advice from Dr. Strider, but any words from you guys would be greatly appreciated. Boom clap. Thank you.
Wait, so he couldn't get hard and then he came too fast?
Yeah, and then he's embarrassed that he couldn't recharge and go a second time. I think he's making mountains out of molehills. This stuff happens all the time, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just don't understand how you can't get hard and then you come too fast.
Really? That happened to me a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Judd
tell...
Apatow used to do a bit about it. Director, Judd Apatow.
Comedy conglomerate.
Yeah, he's a big time dude.
He's big time. That guy's everything. Yeah, good luck, but I don't, sometimes you don't get a second chance. That's just the truth. I've been there. And it haunts you forever. You don't get over it. Mm-hmm. You go, oh, I failed.
If only.
I failed as a man. I did 2 pumps and I'm done and she's mad at me.
So how did you move on from that? How did you reconcile that in your life, that it wasn't something that defined you?
I mean, you still feel like a chump. I mean, that was like 10 years ago, and I still think about that and feel like a chump. Mm-hmm. But back to the silver lining, you came, bro. That's pretty cool. But yeah, go down on her afterwards next time. I also understand he's probably was living in his head, but,
Yeah, just go down on her.
You come.
Use your fingers.
If you come, she's got to come. So
give her some kisses. Use your fingers.
Go do,
Have some tools on hand.
Yeah.
Get some vibrators going if that's her speed.
Go lick her nipples and
Whatever
finger her
speed
shit.
is. Yeah.
Or whatever her thing is.
Yeah, I would say stay in the pocket. I wouldn't look for any sort of, artificial solutions like Adderall and stuff, I would just sort of, work on it naturally. Maybe, you know what? I think it just comes down to being more comfortable in the sack, and I think that comes with age and wisdom, and you'll get there. I don't think you need to be too hard on yourself. Just relax, maybe meditate. And maybe she was being nice about it, but the fact that she made you sent you links to buy books, I was like,
that was a little much.
Yeah, I was like, geez,
Yeah.
That's a low blow.
Yeah, I was like, relax, lady.
Ouch.
Yeah, you really salting the wound there.
Yeah, I don't think that was necessary.
He doesn't feel good about it either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you imagine, dude? It's like, yeah, I noticed that you came really early and you weren't really getting hard, so here's a book on how to be more of a man.
How to not be a little bitch. Here you go.
Yeah, it was all that.
Here, read this.
Yeah.
Come back to me.
But we've all been there, so.
Oh, wait. You guys, this made me think. I don't know if it'll solve his problem, but I remember learning this on some sort of naughty channel as a kid. But they said Woody Harrelson puts like 7 wet towels on his dong boner form and lifts it. And it adds girth. It works your dick out like a muscle. Mm. And it also helps you with stamina.
Woody Harrelson does that?
I remember learning that on the Playboy channel maybe when I was 12 or 14.
Interesting.
My uncle had a black box, so I snuck in the channel.
Nice.
And they were saying how you put wet towels on your boner and you flex it and you work it out and you get girth and stamina. So maybe tell him put some wet towels on his dong and do some Wiener Lifts.
Beast.
That's a real thing. I know it sounds like a bit, but that's true.
I want to try that now.
It kind of makes you feel like you have to pee. It gives you a funny feeling in your wee.
How many towels were you able to fit on?
I think I did 4.
Interesting. And so you were lifting it
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, not much.
for
Just-
wet towels?
No, I didn't do wet. And maybe one was damp, but no, it was just towels.
Did
Yeah.
you notice, like, did you increase in girth and size?
Uh,
Or did you only do it like once?
I did it
or
like
twice?
once or twice. It never enough,
Yeah.
but it was weird and fun.
It's
gives you a
awesome.
funny tickle in the root, in the old root there, like my ginger roots, my ginkgo biloba root.
Shibidabaya. Hibidababa. Ida. Sibidawah. We're in a jazz band now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Can you
but-
scat like in a jazz band?
No, but I always do this in my house, and it drives my girl nuts. I just go, and she's like, "What are you doing? Stop!" And I'm like,
I get
just
it.
being a jackass, you know?
It's primal a little bit too.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like you feel like you are expressing yourself more,
Yeah.
honestly.
yeah. I'm a wee bit of a caveman. I like it that way.
Yeah.
That's no need for so many words.
I might have to cut this, but my friend had a really funny reaction the other day. He went out drinking with his wife and these two gay dudes, and I guess they got fucking bombed. And at one point, one of the gay dudes was like, "Hey, we're thinking about like having a kid, and we want your wife to be the surrogate." And my friend's a fiery dude. He just goes, "Fuck you, it's not happening."
Nice.
And he was talking to us about it over Call of Duty, and he's like, "You think you're gonna fuck my wife and get her pregnant? Are you fucking nuts?" We're like, "I don't think it works that way, dude. I think they like take the jizz and like put it in her." And like, there's no fucking. He's like, "I don't give a fuck, dude."
Yeah.
And he's like, he said he thought him and the dude were gonna fight.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
He was
hilarious.
ready to
He
throw
doesn't
down.
understand. Well, they could
And he went to
have
his
sex.
house. He went to their house the next day and apologized. But like,
Yeah.
I liked the fire though. I liked where he was coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have just said no, but yeah, I would be good on. I was like, I would like to put a baby in my wife, not you, sir.
Right, right,
They
right.
don't.
I
They
mean?
don't have kids yet either. Yeah.
It's just like,
It's pretty wild.
yeah, it's wild that exists.
So did they like take him out to ask him, or did they just sort of bring it up like casually? Hey, by the way, we were thinking.
I think that's what he didn't like about it, is that they were
Yeah.
they were drunk and kind of like casual about it.
Yeah.
That it wasn't like more formal.
Right.
I
But-
think that's poorly played on both parts. That's just not something you bring up nonchalantly over margaritas, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, can your wife hold my baby?
Hey, how do we ask him this question? We got a Cabo Cantina, and we drop the hammer.
Couple of Dos Equis.
Yeah.
I did ask him, what if she had two hot lesbian friends and they were like, "Hey, we want to have a baby and we want you to put the baby in us," and he's like, "Fuck you, it's not happening."
I could see Joe doing that. No.
No.
I'm not having a baby out of marriage.
That's not how it's done.
You have to find another guy and marry him if you want to have a baby.
What? What? No. Have you seen Joe Eats? Look at that deep dish. Wow.
All right. Here we go. One more cue. I'm in a non-Stoke situation. So I've been with the same girl for almost 4 years now. However, last October, she decided we should part ways. I was shocked. I'd envisioned marrying this girl and spending my life loving and spreading positivity with her. In our relationship, I only ever provided her with love, support, understanding, and never even raised my voice at her. I did that because I'm someone who focuses on the positive aspects of life and prefer to talk through relationship troubles rather than bring hostility into a loving relationship. Since we broke up, she's kept me around, and since I'm in love with her, I was blind. I supported her through surgery and job troubles because I only want positivity in life for others. I was always there for her without question, and she took advantage of that. Last Sunday, she asked me to lunch, and I was stoked to spend the day on the water, eating some seafood and pounding some adult bevs. I thought I was over, but spending that time together showed me I'm still in love with her. On the following Friday, I was surfing and fell and dislocated my shoulder and was trapped underwater for about a minute and a half. Super sketch. I made it out, and my brush with death, I realized I am truly in love with her. However, on Saturday, she dropped the bomb that she's dating someone else, but has been using me for support and other things. Damn. I gave her all of her things back right before typing this. I'm just nervous to get back out there. I dated her all through college, and as an adult, I'm not sure I have the confidence to get out there. That mixed with not being able to pound out reps in the gym now with my dislocated shoulder has got me bummed. I'm just looking for some advice on my next steps. I'm a one-woman guy, sort of like your boy Strider. I prefer to ride one dope giant Maverick wave than a bunch of smaller ones. I'm super lost, and you guys have always provided me with super profound guidance. Please help, Stokers. I've been a big fan of your content for years. Love and positivity from Wilmington, North Carolina, Steven.
First off, dude, I'm glad you survived that incident. I mean,
Yeah.
held down for a minute and a half. That's gnarly.
Yeah.
Dislocated
scary
shoulder.
shit.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm nowhere near that injury. I just had like a pulled neck muscle, trap muscle, and the fact that I had to not work out for like 2 days like drove me insane. So I can't, I really feel for you that this is, put you in a, you feel, I'm sure you feel stuck, and so, emotionally and physically. So I feel for you. But to quote Wayne Dyer, the spiritual teacher who
Dr. Wayne Dyer. I saw him speak live in Santa Monica.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was
he
awesome.
Did he
He
have
was awesome.
Did he have an aura?
Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
He was the man.
He was the man. R.I.P. To quote Wayne Dyer, there's a lesson in everything. So, if I know this hurts right now, but if you can sort of just use it as like we were just talking about, when you hit low points, you can just use them as
You can bounce.
jumping off points to rebirth to your new life, to this new life of love that you're headed towards. Because I guarantee you're headed towards a fiery, epic romance, Penelope Cruz, Johnny Depp style, and blow. Without the fallout. I'm talking about that first scene.
Minus that last scene.
Yeah, the first sexy scene.
She says words you can't say anymore.
Yeah, just that on repeat where they're just like, it's just a fiery sesh. That's for you, but not the other part. Yeah.
Amazing.
I do think, I know he said I'm a one-woman man, which is fine and awesome and a much easier, healthier existence on this planet, but he needs to get some rebound booty. You need like one or two, I don't know. It's just, it's nice.
No, he
Yeah.
needs to get back out there.
He needs,
yeah,
because you gotta go out and you gotta have fun and you could be honest with it. Some girls are just down. You're like, I just got, be fun. Don't be sad and depressing. Like, I'm out of a relationship. Just looking to have fun. There's girls out there that are down, that are looking to have fun, and you need just to have a little fun for a little while. It sounds like you're way too serious for way too long with someone that wasn't invested in you at all.
That's the hard thing, is like, it's like he was loving her well, but was he loving her well because without treating himself well enough? Like, was his self-esteem there? Like, did he let...
Yeah, he probably
just-
should have left that a long time
You
ago.
should have left her earlier, right? And I think that's the thing that he's probably beating himself up about, is that, like, why did I let myself get to this point where I let this girl really just beat the shit out of me, basically, emotionally? And it's because you loved her. But you were loving in a way that we all do, but as you get older and you get wiser, it's kind of sad, but I think you have to love smarter, too. You know what I mean? Like, love's not enough sometimes. They have to respect your like soul more, and I think you'll learn that, and you learned it in a hard way, but you loved it in a good way too. It's not like you were a dick, you treated her really well, and dude, she'll regret that. She'll regret it. She's not going to notice it now, but as she goes through life and she meets more dudes there's not a lot of guys who are going to do that.
No.
Or maybe I don't know, maybe.
No, there's not.
But you'll just realize that you deserve better, and you'll get better. You just have to build yourself up before it happens, but you'll get through this, dude. Like I always mangle the quote, but life breaks us all and makes us stronger in the broken places. So you just gotta fucking come out of this and be like, you know what? I love her, but fuck her. I gotta move on and do me now. And like Chad said, use it like a trampoline. Just hit that bottom and just fucking skyrocket off.
And go have some fun, man. And don't just be light about it, because that's when
be
shit
light.
happens anyways.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm just having fun, and you're like, oh my god, I love you.
Yeah.
That's so true. Be light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you manage to stay light? I'm so intense. I find that I bog down everything in intensity.
Well, lately I got my good friend Mary Jane, but,
All right, but
before
besides
that,
me.
I'm into all the same stuff you guys are in. I think we're kindred spirits, but it's just like natural shit. This whole world is chemical, plastic, fucking bullshit. It's just like, meditation, sun, soil. Go to the beach, go to the forest.
Grass-fed ribeye.
Yeah, grass-fed ribeye, it's just like.
So do smart stuff too. Like have smart feet. Like get
Yeah.
out there, experience stuff. For sure.
Yeah, and it's maintenance. It's not even maintenance. It's mandatory maintenance. It's like you gotta do the things, whatever your things are, whether it's knitting or dodgeball. You know, for me, it's dodgeball, stand up,
I love how much you love dodgeball.
Oh, I fucking love it.
You're
I
good
miss
at it too.
so
I've
much.
seen
I'm
some
so
of the
good at
video
it.
of it. You're really good.
I'm really good at it. And there's people that'll just destroy me. I know you know who you are, but I'm fucking good. But then it's like. You know, like softball, like ex-MLB players play softball and hit the ball 600 feet. It's same in dodgeball. There's a guy throwing 87 miles an hour at your face. And
Jesus.
You just feel alive, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's the record of what the fastest dodgeball was clocked at. It's not always that, but still, like
It's gotta be rarely that.
60 miles stinger in the face. It still fucking hurts,
That could
dude.
blind you. That's Andrea Bocelli went blind from a soccer ball off the face.
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's exciting.
Yeah.
And that's why I love it.
You love the adrenaline.
Nobody goes blind, but there's definitely been broken fingers, broken nose, broken arms all day.
What's your best dodge? Like, what do you lean back?
I
or you hit the
catch,
deck? Or
man.
you
Come at
burpee
me.
deck? Oh, you'll try and
I'll fucking
you'll try and
catch you,
grab
bro.
that.
Oh, I love it.
You're a beast.
That's
do you
my
tape
shit.
up your fingers?
Yeah. After I broke a few of them, yeah.
Yeah, you tape them up.
Yeah, your pinky bends back a time or two. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna tape you.
Like Brett Favre's old receivers, they all had to tape up their
Yeah,
fingers.
dude. I made fun of the guys that did it, and then once one pinky goes backwards, I couldn't. Oh.
Yeah, that's a young man's joke. You get a little more wily. You get a
You're
little
just
more
like, yeah, I'm
veteran.
gonna tape my fingers together. I'm good on fucking. And I worked there while working at Trader Joe's, so I'd have like a busted pan, like swiping shit and stocking apples all fucked up. I'm just like, oh, like I regret this. This hurts so bad.
I have one more thing for that guy too. Whenever I get setbacks, you know, and whenever I feel like, you know, you feel like, oh, I feel beaten down, like I can't. That's when you just need to tell your mind, where you're just like, no, I will prevail.
Yeah.
And that's where you just like,
Yeah.
when you get that loser mentality coming in, it's like, what's the point? You go fuck yourself. And then you throw a dodgeball at the face of that loser mentality, and then you get back up and you're like, I'm gonna do shit. I'm gonna go ask someone out.
Whether you believe it or not, too.
Yeah.
Like you could be like, I am the shit, and just crying. Just keep saying it, bro.
Yeah.
It'll hit.
Yeah, and just,
You know.
no, you're not coming in this end. Go fuck yourself. And then you just if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, and you just throw a fucking wrench at it.
Just
Nice.
dodge life, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let it hit you straight on.
Just-
Everything has an energy. Deflect it or
Yeah.
absorb it. Don't oppose it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Speaking of that, I was a judo negative energy master of just shoo. At Trader Joe's, bro. I did 11 years there. Some of y'all, I don't know who knows it, but I did 11 fucking years at Trader Joe's. So you can imagine the negative, hateful energy of angry people when you deal with a volume of that many customers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck Starbucks. I'm not. They got good snacks, but I mean, like, what do they do? Like 1,000 people. We're doing 5,000. It's a grocery store. It's just constant. And you just deflect, man. You just learn little tricks.
Yeah.
And I got really good at it, but every now and then one would creep in. You'd be like, God damn it. And you'd be 2 hours later, you'd be like, fuck that fucking Martha. She doesn't, you'd be like, what are you doing? She doesn't even remember you.
Yeah.
She doesn't, and you're over here, but the judo, fucking
Yeah, you're right.
Tai Chi, just, no. I would just spin it on them. A lot of people, when they're angry and just, this is a Trader Joe's example, but like, I purposely don't have that item for you because I wanted to ruin your day. I'm making minimum wage and now I want to get yelled at by you. That's why I did it, sir. To ruin, I don't even, that was bad script, but that's what I would do.
I thought that was great.
I would spin it on them. Be like, yeah, I did that to you on purpose because I want to be here, and they go, oh, this guy hates his life here too, and then it would switch.
Yeah.
And, I did some dope shit there. I remember this one lady was being racist towards this one little Hispanic lady, and I of course, my grandma didn't speak English, so I got a soft spot, and I just kicked the lady out. I had like no authority, no nothing. I was like, get out, and I just still feel good about it.
Yeah.
Never told the soul, and then that lady ended up coming back and apologizing.
Nice.
So thank God, because if she would have complained, I would have got fired.
Yeah.
Because you can't kick people out for being racist, even because you got to be a manager to do it, you know. Anyways, yeah, just a lot of, you just gotta fucking matrix the negativity, man. There's so much of it too.
Yeah.
Turn off your TV for a day, go in the sun, stick your dick in the soil. You're welcome.
Smart. That was very inspiring. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Give me some of that. All right, let's do the next part. Chad, did you tell him about this next part?
I did, yeah.
Okay, sweet. You ready?
Yeah.
You're going to kick us off. Craig, what is your beef of the week?
Okay. Do we want like a light beef with a friend that we all know that's fun, or do you want like a corporate angry beef?
Let's go light.
Light. Okay. Audrey Stewart, I got beef with you. No, this is a funny story. This is why I have beef with it. We're playing tactical urban combat in Minnesota. It's Nerf laser tag, but Nerf balls, you know. And she was wearing a hoodie, a thick hoodie, little Nerf bullets. I shot her. She wouldn't go out, you know. But I know she's the sweetest. We know her. She's not gonna cheat on purpose. She's wearing a thick fucking hoodie. She didn't feel it. But then the real beef is that's an accident. I get that. Accidental, unintentional cheating. No, but one time I shot her and she didn't go out, and she passed the flag to her friend and they won the game. And then I snapped. And my beef with her is you made me snap and look like the angry asshole at a joyous day. And I was like, you were fucking out. So I was that asshole. And I definitely went a little too hard, I'll admit. But I was like, I fucking hit you. I fucking shot you 2 times. And now I'm angry, and now everyone's looking at me like, what's wrong with Craig? And that's my only beef. It's like, fuck the cheating, fuck you won, but now I look like an asshat.
That's fair.
I like that.
But it was like the 3rd or 4th time. I was like, you're wearing a hoodie. I keep shooting you. That's the minor beef. And of course, I still love her. She's my guest tomorrow on my podcast.
Oh, nice.
And I'm going to confront her about this.
Get her, dude. Get her. Hope when she
Is that a
comes.
good enough beef? That's a
great
light
beef.
beef. That's
Oh,
just a
that's
Nerf.
great.
This is a Nerf gun beef.
Dude, it's good beef, bro.
You gotta keep it light.
Take your outs. Wear a tank top next time. What are you doing? It was Minnesota. It was fucking cold. It's, you know, everything added up. And I know she didn't do it on purpose, but when you win the game, I was like,
Chad, what's your beef of the week?
My beef of the week is with rest. I don't like when people tell me to rest. It
Nice.
pisses me off. Like, I like pulled my trap. I don't even know what the fuck I did, but everyone's like, you gotta rest. And my dad, you know, always gets hyperbolic with that stuff. My voice is cracked because I'm so pissed.
nice.
Because you're challenging your father.
Yeah, I'm challenging. Buckle up, Dad.
Yeah.
I'll
kill you!
So my dad was actually really helpful and really sweet, and you know, my stepmom called. I called my mom too, and they all helped me out with remedies for like this muscle thing. But my dad's like, you know, you may be dealing with this for about 6 weeks. And he always says, like, one time I hurt my wrist, he's like, you know, you may not have full function of your hand after this.
You're like, I don't want to think that.
I know. And I'm like, oh, jeez. But when people tell it, they're like, you just need to rest. And they're like, my dad, who works harder than anyone, he's like, you need to just lay in bed and rest for days. And it just makes me so, I like to redline my life, you know what I mean? Like I just like
push it, dude.
Yeah, I like getting out there. I like
That's
doing
where your
stuff.
peace is.
Yeah, I don't like being forced to be in bed and just not being able to do shit. I don't like when people tell me that they're like, you need to rest, you need to get well.
Rest is a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
People are like, whatever got better from not using it or from
Yeah.
not doing something.
Yeah.
You know? Your muscles don't get better from not using them.
Yeah.
You got to use them smart, but use them.
Yeah.
Jordan played with the flu.
Right.
You could lift weights on a burnt trapea.
Jordan
What-
came back when, they thought if he came back early in like 86, they're like,
Yeah.
you might hurt your career forever.
Right,
And then like,
right.
we'll get a better draft spot. He's like, that's not how I live.
Yeah. Yeah. So I took 2 days, maybe 3 days there where I, you know,
Substantial.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where I was watching Sons of Anarchy.
Great show.
You know, yeah, just what was that?
Because I'm thinking about how my neck's all fucked up because I haven't been resting. And I was like, so then I wanted to flex. So I flexed in the camera. My bad, dude.
Yeah, threw me off.
he's just like, oh, pubes.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. So, But then today I was feeling better. It feels, there's still a little like twang in there, but I went out and I ran. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you.
Get to it, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
so,
those.
Get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah. So
Fuck those suggestion assholes.
We're
Tell
going
them to
out on
mind
our
the business.
shield.
This is
We're
my life. Take your own advice. That's what I say.
My doctor told me to stop weightlifting. He's like, your neck has like some early signs of arthritis.
yeah.
I felt like shit. I was super depressed.
Yeah.
I started doing hang cleans and snatches again. It's like, I feel better, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
Going out on my
you know,
shield.
that's to keep working out, but maybe just make some chiro,
Little tweaks.
or
Yeah.
acupuncturist cupping.
I heard acupuncture is good. What is cupping? I always see photos of that.
Put
and it
suction cups on your body.
Okay,
It
so
looks so gross to me.
I never had the Rock just posted all those suction cups. When I got a massage, they had suction cups, but they put it on your back and then they moved it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just set in place like that. And I've never had the other, but the moving was amazing because the analogy I came up with, it's just like unwrinkling your sheet, but what your muscles is the sheet and just kind of just like straightens everything out.
Yeah.
And it was so beneficial. Like you just feel it loosening the shit up.
Interesting.
The stress and the fucking little cancer balls, whatever they're
Yeah.
called, knots.
I might have to get into that stuff. I've
What
always been
about
anti-massage. I've always been like, I don't get.
You don't like massage?
Dude,
I know, I've
fucking
always
Kelly
been
Slater gets massaged every day of his life, bro.
I know. I've always been like, I'm not. I don't get massages. I always just thought it was kind of soft.
No, dude, massage
okay.
is the best, bro. For
I-
pleasure, it's great, and then for like athletics, it's great.
I know. I guess I just thought I'm like, who am I? I'm
Come
like,
over here. Let me
I'm
massage you.
in my no massage.
Bro, I got a massage.
You don't like being touched. Come here.
Yeah,
let me
I'm
touch
in my
you.
20s. Maybe I just sort of self-hatred. I'm like, I don't deserve a massage.
No, you deserve it, and you
deserve
need
it.
it,
I
and
don't
it's good.
deserve it.
Listen to my little massage story. Okay, so
Yeah.
I never had
Give
one.
me your
and-
foot.
Rub it. Let it. Give me.
this
Bring. Hey, where's my oil? Where's my
No,
oil?
it tickles. Ah!
Just cut to you guys blowing up on Wiki Feet.
Dude, my girlfriend's feet are on there.
Dude, there's so much money to be made.
Yeah.
I want to sell feet
Someone
pics.
else took a photo
Pics.
of her feet.
Pics.
Weird, right?
Yeah, it's weird. It's flattering, but it's weird.
Yeah.
Dude, she can make so much money off that.
I'll tell her.
It's just like it's crazy.
What's your massage story?
I went to a deep tissue masseuse at a chiropractic place. So they worked with the chiropractor.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first experience I ever had. It was deep tissue, meaning they dig for gold in your back and pop all of those stress pockets that are probably killing you. And this lady, it was like, I swear to God, it was like 2 years of therapy. She's digging in me and she's like, you're too young to have this. Like, what is this? She's releasing and popping these things that are the only equivalent. It's like a
Was she doing
It's
like
like a
chiropractic work or just deep tissue?
deep tissue massage. I
Yeah.
got adjusted and then I saw the masseuse. So it was a separate. But she's working on those things and popping them, and it's like literally muscle orgasms. Like you're literally screaming, you're in pain, but then when it pops, you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And she's coaching me like, let go. Like what are you holding on to? You know, let it go and like breathe. Giving me breathe exercise, and she's like, your parents get divorced? Like I'm swearing. I was like, yeah. And then she's like, let it go, this is bullshit. And she's popping all this shit in my back. I'm literally bawling my eyes out. And then I'm sore for like 3 or 4 days afterwards. And then after that, I was just like, oh, this is how I'm supposed to feel, like good.
Interesting.
And that was my first experience. And her name was Linda, and she was in Manhattan Beach. I can't, this
Can
was
you
like
refer
12
me?
years ago. I don't even know where she is, but I was like never, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
damn.
Like I don't remember shit. I could try to find her, but it's so good. It's so, if you find the right lady.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've been to others, you're just like, that wasn't worth it. They go like this.
I know. I was with a chiropractor last week, and he was like, he's moving my neck around. I'm like this can't be good.
It depends on the chiropractor.
That's why I was kind of like,
It's just like anything, you know. There's good mechanics.
I've done a couple, and I've always
Yeah.
been a little like, you're in and out in 2 minutes with some of these people. They put you on the thing, they go plop, plop, and then they're like, all right, we'll see you next week. I'm like, that's everything? Like, that can't be it.
Yeah.
I know you got a chiropractor that you
I've
like.
been going. I went to one Asian dude, and he was the shit. And that was with Trader Joe's and Dr. Takahashi. And he would be like, "Your power is on," but it was covered through insurance, no copay, nothing. I was going weekly. It was the best. And it's one of those things. It's like maintenance. You don't think it's working until you go a little while, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not in pain anymore, and I feel
Interesting.
better."
So it was working for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this last one was at Bass Chiropractic in West Hollywood. And she makes you stretch and do all these exercises. And then she adjusts you, and she's a gangster at it. And she'll just, it's all about like the misdirection. It's like they're magicians. She like talks to you, distracts you, gets you loose, and then goes, "Ka!" And then you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I've had other chiros that aren't good at that, where you're like, you flex and it doesn't adjust the same, you know?
Yeah.
So you got to find one. So but yeah, Bass is awesome in West Hollywood.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get some referrals from you.
Yeah.
After this.
But it's awesome. And then massages, bro, pop that shit. It's CBD oil too. Put a little CBD on it. That shit
Yeah.
works like a motherfucker.
I should do that.
I got the Care by Design guys, remember, from the comedy store?
Yeah.
Oh man, anytime, put a little on your temples when you got a headache. Just mints. It's like minty and just.
I was doing muscle like stimulation, like electrode pads.
Yeah.
So you like put them on your muscles, you know, these
Yeah.
electrode pads, and they'll just send little like electric shocks through, and your muscles will spasm a little bit. It's supposed to like take the pain, because it tricks your brain into like thinking about what's going on there instead of thinking about the pain receptors.
I did.
It works.
One chiro did that to me.
Yeah.
They all have different machines.
Yeah.
I remember hating that because it just feels, you're just getting shocked.
Yeah, but I put it to a level where it felt good. I was like, I just couldn't stop doing it all weekend. I was just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
What's your beef?
My beef of the week is with the firing of Gina Carano from The Mandalorian.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. I think what she said was stupid. And I'm not a person who's like, hey, like, you should be able to say whatever you want. Like, I think, you know.
It was stupid and it was a bad analogy.
It was a bad analogy, but I don't think she's a racist person. I think she just made a stupid thing. But I don't know. I think, is that helping anything, firing her? It's just making people on the other side more upset. It's just drawing deeper dividing lines.
It just
you know
sucks. It just all sucks. It's like, also too, I don't like that she got fired at all. I hate that. I hate cancel culture.
And it kind of proved her point too. But sorry, keep going.
But then then the part of me, like the logic side, I'm like, you are working for Disney. You
Yeah.
know, you're an employee. You know, that's a family company. You may not be able to talk your shit. And it's just like, I still don't like it, but I understand it.
No, I get it for sure. I don't know. I just think I think more good would have come from it had they forgiven her for it. And they're like, hey, well, we don't agree with what you said. Like, we trust Gina. She's like a good employee, and she's nice to everyone on set. And like, you know, we hope through through more communication, she'll like not do something like that again. But like,
I agree.
And maybe she said no, like, I'm just going to keep posting shit like that. But I just feel like, I don't know, if we could look at these things as opportunities for like grace rather than for like opportunities for punishment.
Grace, change, and
Yeah.
growth, and then instead of
Yeah.
off with her head, it's like, that's not how
it's-
you fix shit. You just
Yeah.
divide us further.
Yeah, and it's just making a bunch of like people on her side who are like, I told you they're
Yeah.
intolerant. They're intolerant. It's like, I think you could have disproven her point by taking a more, like trying to grow together route. And then, I don't know, and also I just don't think, I think people on the left, which I consider myself, although I don't really have a consistent set of politics, but like they like alienate warriors way too like flagrantly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think people who kick ass, I think you should be, just from going to high school and dealing with people who can beat the fuck out of you, like, you can challenge them. But I always had like, but I always had like a baseline level of respect for what they were capable of doing, you know? And I just don't know if it helps us to be like, I don't know. I think sometimes we're too condescending and too superior to like people who can beat the fuck out of us. I think we should be we should be like,
I hope she
We should have-
just goes to Disney and just beats up some suits, you know, and just like fucking.
yeah, like
That'd be so awesome.
even if I fired
I'd be
her, I
like,
would
back
have, like-
on the show. Put her back on the show.
yeah, I don't know. And you know, who fired her? Is the person who fired her like a better person? Maybe. I doubt it. So it's like,
Probably not at all. Probably a worse person.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it sets a bad
They
precedent.
they climbed up that corporate ladder, it's probably they ain't gonna be too loving, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm always for unification. So, I think if they like forgave her and were like, well, we don't agree with what you said, but we believe in your right to, speak your mind.
I would have loved like an open discussion about it. Like,
Yeah.
What should we do? All of like all sides speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have her do like a podcast about it and like have her explain it, have the other side explain it, and then like, I don't know, just a little more dialogue rather than, and maybe they try these things. I don't know what happened in the, back channels of this thing, but the whole thing just was, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, oh fuck, like here we go. I'm like, we're just like pitting each other against each other more, and it's just like, I don't see how it's putting us on how it's gonna help.
I just don't like how everyone is so quick to cannibalize each other. And like these people that are doing it, it's like, wait, it's what goes around comes around. It's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
And it's just like
Totally. I've said dumber things than that in like my personal life. You know what I mean? Not on camera or on mic, which I know is a difference, but like I've said dumber things than that.
everyone has. That's why I don't understand this stupid fucking society and holding everyone to such a high standard. Like we're all goddamn Gandhi.
No,
we're all fuck ups.
I've fucked up a lot. Yeah.
and we're just, it's just like, let's just be human and forgive and forget and try to move on. Obviously if a person is consistently being so malicious and negative to where they're problematic on the set, that's different. But
that's the thing too. It's like people say stupid shit, but then like if you work with them, they can be, and I know people who say all the right things and then you work with them and they're like mean
monster.
bastards.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this person's really good at optics, but spend a day with them.
They're a psychopath.
They're a fucking psycho. Yeah. It's crazy. It's just, I don't know. Like a lot of people getting canceled, I think, do deserve it. But it's like the people who are so eager to be like, yeah, fuck that person. I'm like, you're a piece of shit. Not where I'm a piece of shit. I'm not going to sit. And I don't know what the fuck happened in a lot of these situations.
I just don't like the mob mentality. It's of just like burning people at the stake, so to speak, career wise over, accusations and that's like in this country. I'm a huge fan of Bill Burr and he does this in a bit, but he's like, remember when you used to have due process and have a verdict of not guilty or guilty? Like now there's none of that anymore. It's just kill her or kill him. It's like, why don't we hear both sides, find out if they're a piece of shit or that and see what's what. Okay, they're guilty. Okay, now they go away. Like this is supposed to be America and due process, innocent till proven guilty. But boy, it doesn't seem that way recently for a lot of people.
No. Aaron, what do you think?
Sorry for the delay. That wasn't the first thing she said, so.
But were the other things like, I follow her, so I see like a lot of what she posts, but it's not like, it's inflammatory if you disagree with her, but I don't think a lot of it was like, or maybe I'm not knowing, was there worse stuff than that?
I don't know if there's worse. I know that she'd supported the insurrectionists at the Capitol, I think, and.
Like full out supported them, or was
no,
it
but
more
it like tweeted in support of them. Like, there's other stuff. It's been going on for months, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know all that. I don't follow this shit too closely either.
I follow her
just saw
on
the
Instagram.
analogy. I'm like, oh, that's just an awful analogy. She didn't understand what she was saying.
She's a fighter.
It's a bad example. It's like,
She's a fighter. She's not a fucking like professor. Like she's a smart lady.
She got punched in
determined
the
lady,
head
but
a lot.
She's a meathead.
You know?
You know what I mean? Like our expectations for fighters is that they're gonna have like perfect These people fight.
Yeah.
She beats the shit out of people. They beat the shit out of her. She's tough. I don't know. I think you got to accept that with warriors that they have a little bit of a dicey perspectives on stuff sometimes. Like I heard all UFC fighters are huge on conspiracies. They like a disproportionate amount of them compared to like the regular population believe in like crazy conspiracies.
It's awesome.
Yeah, because they fucking beat them. Because every day they fucking put their
They have
lives on the line.
concussion.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, it just sucks. It just sucks.
And I just remember, like, I had friends who liked to get into fights and it annoyed me. But then when someone wanted to beat the shit out of me, it was really nice having those friends.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
We got Debo
Yeah.
over here. He's knock you out.
I was in my friend Ross.
R.I.P. Teddy.
All right,
Yeah.
Debo.
My friend Ross, one time he like would sometimes, I'd get like bothered because he'd get into like altercations. Sometimes he was a big, strong, tough guy and he didn't take bullshit. A lot of it was things that I think have made him a great adult too, is that he's very sure of how he feels about things and he won't put up with stuff. But I remember I was like, I'd get annoyed and then I was in Mexico and some guy tried to punk me in the bathroom. And like, it was like 3 guys and I was terrified. And then Ross came in and was like, get the fuck out of here. And like scared the fuck out of him. And I was like, yeah!
Take that, motherfucker.
I was like, let's go!
Yeah, no, it is a good feeling to have a big friend that likes to fight, and you're just like, I got security, because
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get knocked out.
One day the Disney guy's gonna get jumped one day, and he's gonna wish he could call Gina and be like, Gina, get over here.
Gina, get over here.
Gina, get over here. There's 2 guys at the gate. They're gonna kill me and my family. And she's like, I'm not coming. Yeah.
Bring your Mandalorian weapons.
Yeah. So he calls Pedro Pascal after him. Pedro's like, dude, I'm an actor.
Yeah. He's like, hey,
I
yeah.
don't fight.
He's like, I was also in Wonder Woman, you know. I don't.
All right, we gotta speed up. Craig, who's your babe of the week?
Babe of the week. I just went old school and I just thought of all my crushes. The Carmen. I'm a kid of the
Oh,
80s.
nice.
Remember the Baywatch? The Pam Anderson,
Yeah.
Carmen Electra,
Good stuff.
Jenny McCarthy. That's not babe of the last 20 years. Babe of the week. Does that work? I don't know. Can
That works
somebody else
great,
go
dude.
first?
Totally.
Sure. Chad, who's your babe of the week?
My baby of the week is. I'm trying to think. You just inspired me to go with one of my early crushes. My baby of the week is Halle. Oh, I may have already done this, but my
Halle
baby of the
Berry.
week is Halle Berry in Swordfish.
Oh,
dude. Yeah, that was
my
big.
goodness.
That was-
I remember
was
that.
pretty pivotal.
Remember the old Baywatch days? Remember that shit?
Oh, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
of
Oh
course.
my god.
But dude, I remember my brother
Halle Berry.
came back from the movies after seeing Swordfish after school. He's like, dude, you gotta go. Halle Berry's boobs are in it.
I know.
I was like, yeah,
It's-
I'm like, me and the boys are going tomorrow, dude. Don't worry about it.
I heard
That's
that
six-
too.
Everyone had the same conversation. Hey, your tits are out. I'll go tomorrow.
My 2 brothers were older than I wasn't old enough to go yet. You know, I was like 7 or something. So my 2 brothers got to go, and I'm like, "How was it?" They're like, "It was awesome." And I was like, "Fuck!" I had to wait for it to come out on video.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Mom, please, Mom, it's Halle Berry's boobs." She's like, "You're 7." I was like,
It's just tits.
"Damn, I need to see those." And then Hugh Jackman just getting his dong sucked on the table. We've covered this on the podcast.
Yeah, that was weird. I remember watching that and being like, "What is this
He
movie?"
did the best.
Wait, overacts it so much.
Yeah.
He's like, oh fuck, god damn it. He can't hack. He's like, oh, whoo. I'm like, dude, it's not like I. For me to enjoy oral, I actually have to really relax and like focus. If I was doing something else, I swear I wouldn't like. I'd be fine. I'd be like,
Can you imagine?
I'd be limp, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm hacking.
Can you imagine the screen
He's like,
being,
whoa.
being like, so Hugh Jackman goes to hack, but John Travolta has one trick up his sleeve. Someone's gonna be blowing him.
Yeah, it's like written by like a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Like he's acting like he's never had head before. He's like, whoa, whoa. I'm like, no one. That's not how. Like if I was like a sound guy on set, I'd be like, that's not how people get head.
Yeah.
I'd like get the director.
The sound guy's a little less. A little less.
Yeah, he's overdoing it. You go to the director, you're like, that's not.
Maybe they had to bring him down from a certain point. The director's like, we need you to tone it
Yeah.
down.
He is a
little bit."
theater
He's
guy. He's a theater guy.
And he's like, oh, okay, I'll just do it the way I normally behave. Oh, whoa, yeah, woo.
He's a method actor.
Dude, my baby of the week also similar to what you guys are saying. It's the BBC documentarian Adam Curtis. Monster, dude. Guy makes incredible docs. There's a litany of them, bunch of them on Amazon. He does huge like subject matter, like, you know, he's tying together like Ayn Rand to like a financial crisis in Korea and how that informed like the Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky. I mean, he's tying threads together from everywhere, but he's so intuitive about it. And the B-roll he chooses, like the footage that he does that he uses to accompany the talking heads, is really weird and interesting. And he puts it to odd music, and it's, I don't know, I've never had like a sensory experience like that. He'll really, I don't know, unsettle you in interesting ways. So check him out, Adam Curtis. He's got
Adam
a new
Curtis.
thing.
Documentary?
Really good
I
documentary.
love
What's the doc?
documentaries and history.
They've all got nutty titles that are like hard to remember off the top, but it's like like under the banner of all the machines we love. He does weird names like that.
I'll just YouTube shit like this and just the history of the Ottoman Empire. I just fucking love it.
Oh yeah,
It's so fun.
it's good stuff.
He does the Power of Nightmare, the Rise of Fear, all watched over by Machines of Loving Grace. That's the one that I was watching. It's so good. And he's got a new one, Can't Get You Out of My Head, that everyone's really stoked on. So yeah, he's a beast. Check him out. Who's your?
I'm hacking.
Oh God! Oh! Yeah, that's more like it. Where you're just like, dude, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
you just be
This is
cruising. You just
this
be
is really helping me hack.
I stay at the office. Dude, yeah, you'd be stoked. You'd be like,
Will you play with my balls?
looks like I'm playing piano.
What's the code? E equals MC squared. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
where'd that pinky come from? Wow!
If it was me, I'd have to like jack off a little bit too. I'd be like,
Halle Berry, what the hell is this?
no.
What
all right.
kind of gang is this?
So Hugh Jackman's gonna hack while getting hit.
Yeah.
Craig, who's your legend of the week?
Legends, so many, but I couldn't help but just being in here and being inspired. And I saw Eddie Pepitone on the wall.
Oh, cool.
That guy, everything he posts cracks me
He's
the
so funny.
fuck up.
He's
so
hilarious.
That guy's a comedic genius.
Yeah.
I love him. That guy's awesome. He doesn't give a fuck. He's talking shit about everyone. It just go on his Twitter or his Instagram on a daily. Every post brings me joy. It's just shit. He just tweets like remember during the pandemic to drink your I'm gonna fuck it up. I better look one up. Come back to me. But he just slams.
We have a quote of the week. That could be your quote of the week.
I have a quote though too.
Sorry.
It's Lamar Odom. It's not him, but dude. Wait, someone go.
Chad, who's your legend of the
Eddie.
week?
My legend of the week, I've been crushing Sons of Anarchy. Loving it. Love biker club culture. They call them clubs. We learned that from Ronnie Perlman.
Nice.
And Ron Perlman crushes in there. Dude, he had a great quote. He got in a fight with his wife in the show. And you're like, how's
Katie
the old...
Seagal.
Yeah, he's like, and the guy's like, how's the old lady? He's like, still got my balls attached.
Yeah.
But my legend of the week is, dude, some great lines. Still got my balls attached. I hope I can get to that point someday in my life where I just crack off one-liners like that. You know, when people are, so how's it going? Yeah, head of my cock is still intact, huh? They're like, dude, that
got
wasn't
my
what-
dick.
Yeah, I was just asking how your
What?
day went. But my legend of the week is Jax Teller, played by Charlie Hunnam. He's just a badass dude. Great flow, great comebacks, great tough guy energy. Cool is like a cool California style. Love the leather, leather vest, the jeans, the white tees. Crushes it on the motorcycle. I mean, he looks so good.
He
on the
looks so
motorcycle.
cool that it made me want to like get a Harley, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll die. Like I can't.
Totally.
I'm gonna die.
Totally. Like I fucked myself up skateboarding. I can't even imagine. We've been biking a little bit,
Doesn't he make you want to get a motorcycle though?
Oh yeah.
You're just like, oh, I'm a badass.
Yeah.
I
It's
killed the
like,
Fed for my lover.
It's
you know?
like you threatened my girl,
Yeah.
and then you throw someone through a window.
Yeah,
Love that.
Yeah.
just a badass.
Yeah. And then he's got his stepdad is Ron Perlman, just talking about
Yeah.
his balls.
Yeah, still got my nuts.
In the most like alpha way,
Yeah.
where you're just like, you're like, fuck yeah, dude.
Love that.
Yeah.
I found a quote.
Yeah.
Eddie
Hit it.
Pepitone has a million like this, but he's just tweets shit like, live in fear, die in fear. Isn't it time you tried a Snickers? He's just making fun of the world where it's just
Yeah.
like, COVID, like, we're dying, we love you. Have you tried La Vitra? Like,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck. So what can we sell you? How much money can we get out of you?
Totally.
For sure.
And that's why I love him, because he's just no bullshit, man. He just brings it. Eddie Pepitone, baby. 2 thumbs up. Legend.
Pepitone.
Pepitone.
He had a funny one that Jamar retweeted years ago where he's like my old man used to say, you're only as good as your last tweet. Which cracked me up. My legend of the
Jamar
week?
Neighbors?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Very funny
His
guy.
Twitter just cracking. I always
Dude, I remember
enjoy
it.
it so much.
I remember like 6 years ago he tweeted, he's like, He's like, I'm horny. Who's trying to fuck?
Dude,
You could tell he was dead serious.
that's like once a week. That's why I crack up. Be like, hey, who up?
I know.
It's like, I love it. I love the balls
I
on
know a
him.
girl who was sleeping with him. This might be too much information, but I knew a girl who was sleeping with him, and she messaged him one night trying to hook up. She's like, hey, how you doing? And he just wrote back, nah.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Respect.
Pretty funny.
He's like, nah, I'm boxing.
Yeah, I guess he's been fighting. He dropped somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a knock on his first fight. He's a ripped dude, man. I
Oh,
used to
really?
see him at the gym.
He actually
Yeah.
had I just see him train at the gym.
I think he had a fight, he told me.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Fuck yeah.
My legend of the week, Craig, it's you, dude. I didn't even know I was
What?
going to say this, but I think this podcast is one of my favorites. It was really inspiring
Oh,
to hear
thank
you
you,
talk
man.
about everything. Yeah, so I appreciate it, man. I think you've given me a nice lift on today, so
Oh, wow.
thank you.
Thank you.
So now we have to keep going after that sentimental moment.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What's your quote of the week?
I heard Lamar Odom say this, but I guess it's like a famous quote. I'm gonna butcher it, but here's the gist of it. Like, that what you do in the dark comes out in the light. Like, you can only be a scuzzlebutt for so long. That shit's gonna surface. So try not to,
You got to live with what you do.
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I heard him say that in an interview, and I was like, because his grandma used to tell him, and I was like, oh, ain't that the truth? You try to hide it, keep it secret, run from it, do whatever you can. Fucking, it always surfaces.
Comes back out.
And you're just like, oh, ooh. Hey, should have took care of that, through therapy and this and that a long time ago. It's bad. So that was my quote.
That's good stuff.
And Eddie's. And the Snickers.
Chad, what's your quote of the week?
My quote of the week comes from Jax Teller, Sons of Anarchy.
Nice.
Every day is a new box, boys. You open it, you take a look at what's inside. You're the one who determines if it's a gift or a coffin.
What?
Yeah, what?
So he's saying that every day is a new box. Every day you open it, you take a look at what's
right.
inside, and you determine, is this box a gift or a coffin?
Right.
Is this gonna be a good, or is it gonna kill me?
I like that.
I'm glad I'm not in the biker gang.
Yeah.
Just the
heavy.
threat of death all the time.
I love what they'll be like, they just like buried some bodies and they'll be back at the club like playing pool, like, what's the deal with those guns? You're just like
They
back.
forget about it.
Yeah, they're just like partying and they're like, yeah,
That's funny.
that's it.
My quote of the week is from I'm reading the Walter Isaacson book about Steve Jobs. You know, the popular biography that everyone and their mothers read. I'm into it now. I like it a lot. He actually, Jobs reminds me. Not because he's like a mean guy. Not that part. But also
not,
like
not him not acknowledging his child
yeah,
and
but,
the
like,
killing of
how
all the
driven he
people
is,
in the
but also
factory.
how much he messes with diets. Like he's really into diets. He's always doing a new diet.
That's
And
cool.
so when him and Wozniak, his number two, who he started Apple with, when they're trying to figure out what their splits are going to be, Wozniak's dad, who doesn't believe in like power, like he thinks like he thought it was wrong to like want to attain power. So Wozniak's pretty interesting. Like he doesn't want to be in charge of anyone, but his dad's standing up for him, kind of counterintuitively, and he says he tells Steve Jobs like, you don't deserve shit. You haven't produced anything, because Wozniak did all the actual engineering. Jobs began to cry, which was not unusual. He had never been and would never be adept at containing his emotions. I took a lot of solace out of that. That Jobs is a big crier. That was nice.
Interesting, yeah.
That got me fired
Crying's
up.
good, man.
Yeah.
I'm a car crier. Something about that
One
car.
of the best spaces to cry.
Oh, it's my favorite. Car in the shower. I don't like to be seen.
Oh, it's great. Dude, all-time cry
the
spaces.
best.
Well
dude.
said.
Let it out. Roll those windows up. Just that. The vocal ones in the.
So sorry.
Shit you can't do, when you live with a girl. Be like, what is going on in there?
Dude, I do
I'm
that.
a man. I'm a man.
I do that in front of my girlfriend. I've been trying to stop.
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, don't. I'm like, we can't talk about this because I'll go to 100. I'm not ready yet. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely don't vocally cry in front of your lady. I'm just gonna. They say they want to see the sense.
No, they don't.
I'm calling bullshit. They also want a man to take care of you.
You know what I'll do? I'll just like squirt like this is the point I'm at now. I'll just look at her and we'll be staring into each other's eyes, and then she'll start crying, and then I'll just squirt a little one right out the side.
Why are you crying? Just looking into each other's
Dude, I'm
eyes.
so intense. I just make all my girlfriends cry after a while. I don't know what it is.
Nice.
But I'm just so intense. I don't even say mean shit. I just raise the intensity level to such a degree.
To smolder.
That like every time we're in a room, like if we make eye contact, someone's gonna bust a tear. Yeah. I just drive up the intensity, dude.
All right, man.
And the intensity, it can go to joy. You know, it can be a big pile of joy. But look, I'll take it to cry. To just give me a reason. I'll
Yeah.
take it to intensity. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take it to something sad.
I love once I like in the car or whatever. That's when I love it to hit, because then you could finally let the valve out.
Yeah.
You know, other times you're in the mall, you're like, keep them together.
Yeah.
Keep it together. And then, but that's where you're just like, let it out.
Let it go.
Fucking weep.
I had a good one. When my mom's dog died, I was on an assault bike. I was cranking, and I got the call, and I was like, ah! But the fan was keeping my face dry, so I was like, oh,
Nice.
Beautiful.
yeah. But I was thinking, dude, with the intensity, flying with. Have you ever flown with JT?
No.
I'm afraid of flying.
he's afraid of flying.
Oh,
so
no.
if he's in a different aisle, you know, you'll hit like a bump, and JT like his face will pop up, and he'll go. And just look straight at you. It's like the funniest.
It's fucking whack-a-mole.
He'll just be like,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
I don't know why flying's never scared me at all.
I was better on the last round, but I don't know. You're just in a metal
I
box,
just-
30,000 feet in the air. It just seems.
I just-
not
I get it.
right.
You're gonna
You know, the
die when you're
landings
gonna
get
die.
me.
You die when you die, bro.
Yeah, that's a nice way to look at it. I
Yeah.
have death anxiety. It's been less lately, though. Actually, I've had a nice break. But
Eat a hero dose of mushrooms. You'll have peace with it.
I do mushrooms all the time, but I do little doses.
That's why I said hero dose.
I gotta go big.
Yeah, but be in a safe environment. We don't want you smoldering in the
No-
town to
no
cry
such-
to death, you know?
No such thing as a safe environment. It's all danger. It's all danger. No. All right, Craig. What's your phrase of the week for getting after it?
What?
We do a phrase of the week for getting
Oh, I
after
forgot
Send me
to-
that
I
one.
forgot
You
to
guys go
mention this.
first so I have an example.
It's just like I always improv it. It's like anything to start the party. So, you know, what do I want to say? Like tonight we're wearing chain wallets.
it. Nice. Mine is.
Did you just make that up?
Adopt a dog? You're up.
Yeah. How are ya? No.
Hey, that works.
Wait. What's this? Give me one more. What's
This
this?
would be like-
Ask me the
be
first
like-
question.
What's
Like an
your phrase of the
inspirational
week for
quote.
getting
Phrase
after
of the
it?
week.
Yeah.
Get after it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. That's
That's really solid.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
like that.
famous one. I didn't make
That's
that
okay.
up. Hey, ain't nothing to it but to screw it. You know what I'm saying?
I got one for you, Craig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go fart on the manager.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Nice.
talking about.
Aaron, you always
Oh,
capstone it perfect.
You're right. Hang on. Rewind. Let her rip. Let her rip.
Right.
That's my quote. Phrase.
Love it.
Let her rip.
I love it. Well, dudes, this was a great hang. Craig, it was so nice having you on.
I fucking love you guys. Thank you
Love
so
you
much
too,
for
man.
having me,
Too,
man.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, we have new. Where can they find you, Craig? So,
Oh, Craig P. Conant on Instagram, craigconant.com, my website. I'm in San Antonio, April 8th and 9th.
cool.
Yeah.
And then your podcast, community.
Oh, yeah,
service?
community service, my podcast. Both these gentlemen were on it. Not together, though, separate. We got to reunite.
And then you got merch, Lucy.
Oh, yeah,
Goosey.
Loosey Goosey. My bit went viral on the internet, and now I sell merch. Fucking, can you see the back?
Dude, that's awesome.
Loosey Goosey, motherfuckers. And, yeah, I drive on mushrooms in front of cops, and it was stick shift. Loosey Goosey.
All right, dudes.
Thank
Craig, thanks for coming on. And
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Thank you for having me.
Stokers, write some reviews. Those help support the pod. And yeah, see you guys later.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let her rip.
If you need advice